but I do believe that this is where it starts. You can't you can't downplay somebody. Not saying that Nolan is downplaying him, but you can't really suppress somebody who's trying to be the best. Freddie Gibbs, if not, he's definitely in that top 10 conversation of the best out of the new people. All right, man. Torture Talk after hours. You know what it is. So look, want to check in with my boy Nolan here, and he's talking about Freddie Gibbs denouncing the big three. And this should be a really interesting episode. So make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Let's get it going.
And shit, he's going at the big three. He's going at his baby mamas. He's going at a lot of motherfuckers on this little snippet.
Yeah. So what you wanna do? Bitch, it's only one can't train, but it's a bunch of yous. Never roll stock, AC kept me on custom shoes. Spit piss and dookie on niggas, I'm taking number twos. All this talk about these threes and who's the biggest. I got foes and lords, picked up with GDs like a coalition. Never cared about no rapper status. I stayed in position, but these never cared about no rapper status. I stayed in position, but these bars will leave some scars across your heart. Well, I'm something different, I'm something different.
I just want to stop it there because I don't want to get hit with the copyright. But I like it. I like it. I'll explain a little more in a second. But let's keep it going.
Yeah. So what you wanna do? Played it to the left in a minute. I have another you. Bitch ain't trapping me with no baby hoe. I got quite a few. Gary nigga like Joe Jackson ho. Watch the start a group. I see my ex ho with the ops. I never get into drama. They both got crackhead mamas. They got some shit in common. Nigga, you was born an addict. Pussy nigga asthmatic. Don't fuck with the rabbit the day you die, bitch. I'm a hashtag. My naked ass got more promo than your album, man. This really ain't no challenge. Like too short, I can't stop rapping. Niggas will make you lose the passion. Preach these sermons in the pulpit. Pass my play round like a pastor. I leave you laid in front of your pastor. Brand new suit, he look so cute. They made the colors match the casket. Now
So far, so good. I like what I'm hearing. I like what I'm hearing.
colors off your color and shoulda bulletproof, then I rapped it. Niggas be popping that shit on the internet, then they want peace when it get drastic, when it get drastic, yeah. So what you wanna do? Pills, weed, coca, the Tusi powder. Dick was kryptonite, she thought the coochie had superpowers. You can't take the pussy out these.
All right, so that's Freddie Gibbs with this preview where he says all this talk about the threes and who the biggest and all of this shit. And he's saying, fuck all that shit. I'm at you niggas' heads. Right? He says,
All right, so I'm gonna let Nolan talk a little bit after I speak on this, and then I'm gonna give my full assessment. So far, what I hear is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like that that Freddie Gibbs is outside. You need people like Freddie Gibbs to actually challenge the top, because that keeps the top good. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the top good. Yeah, so let's see what Nolan got to say, and then I'm gonna get my final thoughts.
something about you was born an addict or some shit. J. Cole got a song called Once an Addict. Um, you know, again, he's talking about his baby mothers, which I don't think is all that tasteful, but you know, he has some his baby mamas do go out their way to embarrass him online, so I guess that's the only way he feels he can defend himself. Hey, choices, decisions. Everybody got choices. But the nigga can rap. The beat is fire. You know what I'm saying? I've actually rapped on that sample before too. Um, way back in the days. You know, so it sounds good, but again, I feel like niggas gassed him up to feel like he can continue on his in that direction of trying to challenge the top dogs. And I just don't feel like Freddie Gibbs has ever been that type of rapper. Like, he's good.
All right, yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting one. I kind of agree with him, but I do believe that this is where it starts. You can't downplay somebody. Not saying that Nolan is downplaying him, but you can't really suppress somebody who's trying to be the best. Freddie Gibbs, if not, he's definitely in that top 10 conversation of the best out of the new people. He's in that. He's probably number 7, number 8, somewhere around there, if not number 5. You know what I'm saying? Because you've really got Kendrick, Cole, Drake, I would say Future, Ross, and probably a couple of people that's escaping my mind right now, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, Kanye definitely is in there. Then you got Freddie Gibbs, then you got a couple other people. But the point I'm making is this is the moment that can change everything for him. And I say that go ahead, go for it. Go for it. But I'm gonna tell y'all my other side of this whole coin. So let's let Nolan finish.
Got good music, he got good projects. But he's just not that. You get what I'm saying? But, everybody wants to see beefs, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. Everybody wants to see diss tracks. Everybody wants the back and forth. That's what gets the most attention these days. So why the fuck not? If that's what y'all want, hey, go ahead and gas him up. Let him come out and don't play with J. Cole. Go diss Kendrick. If you want to talk about the big three, go diss the nigga that came out on top then. Since we letting everything fly, go do it. Go do what Joey Badass couldn't. Go fly direct. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck with the boogeyman. Give us some entertainment. If that's what we on, then that's what we on. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, I'm at a point where
I agree with Nolan, what Nolan's saying here. I agree. If you want to really go at somebody, go at the boogeyman. Go ahead, go at the boogeyman. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about Kendrick, and I could see it on his face that he hates Kendrick, the guy I was talking to, but he could not deny anything. Everything I was saying, we had a nice conversation about Kendrick. It's not that he liked Drake. He just like Kendrick, and he's the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I seen it in his face when I was talking to him. The disdain he has for him, but there's nothing he could say. Everything I say, he kept saying, "You right, man. You right. You right." He's like, "I just don't." But you right though. You right. Like, there's nothing he could say. There's nothing he could say. Kendrick at this point is undeniable, but for Freddie Gibbs, if Freddie Gibbs really want to do something, go at the top guy.
I just want to hear good music. I feel like a lot of the talented artists that are out here, a lot of people came outside in 2024. I don't know who's coming outside in 2025. We're in March. You know what I'm saying? The year is about to kick in full swing with spring and summer releases. And I want to hear some good shit. I want to hear some notable music to come be excited about with y'all. So if it takes for niggas to, I guess, beef in order to make some good songs, then fuck it. Have at it, man. Go ahead. If that's what it takes for Freddie Gibbs, who nobody even said nothing about Freddie Gibbs. Nobody mentioned Freddie Gibbs. Nobody dissed Freddie Gibbs. He just decided I'm a smack J. Cole because niggas say he's smackable. All right, man, fuck it. If that's what's going to motivate him to try to make a good album, then have at it. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all go follow Nolan. You know what it is. I hate this background setup. It's nice, but look like I'm in a doghouse or something. Either way, but look, let me give you my initial thoughts on this whole thing here. You know what I'm saying? It's my initial thoughts. The thing is, right, I understand the position that the big three is in because people are going to come at them. To me, Freddie Gibbs and J. Cole is a great battle. That's a great battle. Because I think that is a battle that Freddie Gibbs can prove himself to become one of those guys. Now, him being in the big three, that's a different argument. You know what I'm saying? Maybe personal list, he could be in the big three, but to be in the big three, that's a big argument because there's so much things that go into that combination. Now, Kendrick might have had positioned Freddie Gibbs in a better position than he knows it, because Kendrick Lamar is the one who has literally changed the game back to how we perceive lyrics and music should be when it comes to rap. And a lot of these old heads, they're starting to admit it and come around now because they understand now that Kendrick did this solely off of pure hip hop. And I know that they love Drake because I'll put it to you like this. A lot of the old heads have compromised with hip hop and they ran along with Drake. Before it wasn't like that. See, before it was mostly a lot of the old heads hated hip hop like that. They hated it. But Drake been winning so long that they kind of compromised with it. Now you got all the old heads defending Drake. The ones that saying that he ain't real hip hop. They're defending him now because they don't like the fact that, well, in fact, they don't like the fact that they had went down this hole and now they have to leave. They have to go back to where they used to be. And they can't stand it. And I think when it comes to Freddie Gibbs, this is a perfect opportunity for him to try to get into that spot. Now, do I think he should battle Kendrick? Absolutely not. No. Kendrick said all these opinions and none of the power to carry it, or something like that. Freddie Gibbs you're not ready for Kendrick, bro. No, you're not. Kendrick will end you just as fast as you started your career, bro. He would end you, bro. And I'm not saying that to be one of those guys that hate on Freddie Gibbs, because I really like Freddie Gibbs. I'm just keeping it real. You don't have enough power to battle Kendrick, bro. He would drown you out to the point where people will listen to you just because they want to hear his response. You know what I'm saying? But he would drown you out. And on top of that, you got too many flaws, bro. You got too many flaws. What type of angle you going to attack Kendrick in? You got to just rap. And you can rap, but you will have to just rap with him. He's going to hit you hard, bro. So I don't think that that's the guy you want to actually go on with. Now, if you got somebody like, you got a soft king, I would say like J. Cole, he might hit you with a little bit of here and there, but nothing that's going to really destroy you. You know what I'm saying? You do understand that Kendrick Lamar literally destroyed Drake's career. And Drake was the biggest artist in the world, biggest rapper in the world. You know what I'm saying? So-called rapper. So you got to understand, man, it ain't nothing to play with. You can't play with Kendrick, bro. He's not for play. He's not one of those guys you just want to take a shot at. Nah. Because he's not going to respond. You have to directly diss him. And you might not even get a response from that. Because he probably liked that. He probably liked the ambition of somebody coming at him that is a real, we'll say Freddie Gibbs, a real rapper. Kendrick might like that. You know what I'm saying? But going at J. Cole is the better option, in my opinion. Because that puts you in the position to actually try to strike at Kendrick. But if you ain't beating J. Cole and you ain't beating Drake, which I don't understand how you ain't coming at Drake. Drake took your whole album cover, basically, your whole theme. I know you said some things here and there, but nah, won't you just come at Drake? And that's another thing too that I noticed. A lot of rappers won't come at Drake either, because Drake is in a vulnerable position, but Drake is still powerful. Don't get it twisted. He's still powerful. And I think a lot of rappers won't come at him because they feel like it's like he got too much reach still. And Kendrick is the only guy that could suppress him or put him in the position he's in today. So, but Freddie Gibbs, man, tell me what y'all think about that. All right, I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.